The World Cup clock is ticking for Raheem Sterling. This is his final chance for the World Cup. He's been missing for 9 months and he could have chosen bigger clubs than the club he signed for right now, Feyenoord. Raheem Sterling is 31 years old right now. He has a few more years left in his career. He's gotta make it count. He plays football again for Feyenoord. This is not a transfer. This is a countdown. Now, if you understand tournament football, you know that this move makes absolute sense. So he didn't play for over 9 months. He went back to playing football. He plays for Feyenoord in the Eredivisie again. And a lot of people criticized him after he made his return. He played 30 minutes for Feyenoord. Robin van Persie, he prepared him for his return on the pitch. And you would have expected maybe 10 minutes, but he got 30 minutes and he struggled. And then Jack Grealish backed him up, his former teammate for England. He backed him up saying, how on earth can you criticize a player who didn't play for over 9 months? Are you guys crazy? Now back to playing tournament football. We've seen players being unprepared and actually participating, fighting for their country, not even being ready. So this one is going to be very important. He needs to be match ready. He needs to have rhythm. He needs to have minutes. And you guys know, every football fan knows that the biggest tournaments expose the players who are not fit, who are still injured, or they forced playing for their club to be able to play for their nation, which we do understand, but it's quite risky and we've seen it a lot of times. So this one with Raheem Sterling is quite similar. And a lot of people also said that playing for Feyenoord in the Eredivisie, it's a small league, why would he make that move, make that decision for himself? And he could have chosen big clubs, but he chose Feyenoord. And I personally think that it's a small move because he chose his own ego over popularity, over spotlight, over the pressure of the biggest clubs, because he didn't play for over 9 months and he chose being happy on the pitch again. There's been a decline with Raheem Sterling because a lot of things happened, and I think that you understand it as well when I tell you that in football, if you watch football, if you follow football for years, football players come and go. That's just how it works. That's how life works. And Raheem Sterling is one of these players. You almost forgot about him, and now that he made his return, his comeback, you're like, yo, he's still there. But damn, he is only 31 years old. He should be in the last phase of his prime. And now he chose playing for Feyenoord. Why would you do that? But it makes sense considering the fact that he didn't play for a very long time. And I'm asking you this. When was the very last time you saw Raheem Sterling actually dominate or score a goal or thriving, providing an assist? When was the last time? I don't think you can name the date or the match when you saw him score his last goal or providing his last assist, because he didn't play for over 9 months, and we all know how life works. You just forget about people because we all move on. Life moves on. Football goes really fast. New talents, new players arrive. So, and especially England, the Premier League, the competition, it's rising every time. New talents, new players come there. There's a lot of money involved. They can play whoever they want. So it's not even hard to forget. Although it's a very big name, we're talking about Raheem Sterling. He played over 80 caps for England, for his nation. But still, the competition is rising. It's hard for him to make his return, his comeback. But it's not impossible. So why Feyenoord? Valid question. So we're not talking about tactics, we're talking about emotions right now. He said himself, he just wanted to feel alive again on the pitch. He just wanted to smile again, to be happy again. And I totally understand it. But there are a few key factors why he made this move. Because he's playing under his former opponent, Robin van Persie. And Robin van Persie is a Premier League legend. Robin van Persie knows more than anyone how to prepare him for his eventually World Cup comeback. And there's more than just having that goal, because that's a big goal, that's a hard one. Not impossible, but a hard one. The Kuip is the stadium where Feyenoord plays every home game, and the Champions League nights have been insane in the Kuip. And he looked it up, he's done his research, and he even compared it to Anfield nights. The atmosphere is almost the same. The fans, they live for the sport, for football. And that's why he chose Feyenoord. Robin van Persie, it absolutely makes sense. He has the striker IQ. He can prepare Raheem Sterling for his comeback. I think that the fact that Robin van Persie, who is a former Premier League legend, he played against him in the Premier League. Big matches, Manchester United versus Liverpool, which is insane. They were once opponents, both players, and now one is the player, one is the coach. That's why he moved to Feyenoord, because he had a great conversation with Robin van Persie. He feels the trust Robin van Persie has in Raheem Sterling. He feels the confidence, which is really important for a player to feel. You need a coach who backs you up, who trusts you in order to thrive on the pitch. And of course, Robin van Persie has big stage mentality. He knows more than anyone how to play for your country, for your nation, how to absorb the pressure playing in big stadiums, how to make runs as an attacker, how to score goals, provides assists more than anyone. That's Robin van Persie. And though, let me tell you this, when someone who has decided World Cup games calls you, you listen. Alright, let's talk about the England squad, because right now he has a lot of competitors. There's a lot of competition. There are a lot of players who arrived and are playing for the England national team. And I think that if you ask a lot of people, a lot of football fans, they will say Raheem Sterling is not good enough anymore. He's not gonna make the World Cup. Never gonna happen. And I totally get it, because there are new and young talents. But there's one thing. Would you choose proven tournament experience over current form and talent? Yes or no? So let's try and understand Raheem Sterling, his move, because he just wants to feel joy again. He just wants to feel free on the pitch again. He just wants to play. Give him minutes. Give him a break. Jack Grealish already backed him up, and I think that it makes sense, because he didn't play for over 9 months. He plays in a smaller league right now, because he could have chosen the big leagues, bigger clubs, because of his proven matches, his skills, the big name he has. But he chose not the MLS, not Saudi, he chose Feyenoord, because he can still play European nights. He can play in a good stadium with great atmosphere, great fans who live for football. He plays with a former Premier League legend, Robin van Persie, who is able to prepare him for the World Cup, for making minutes, scoring goals, providing assists more than anyone. So just let him enjoy football again. Welcome back Raheem Sterling. And maybe, just maybe, he will make the World Cup. We will see. But I'm gonna be honest, the World Cup clock is ticking. This is Raheem Sterling's very last chance. And he uses Rotterdam as his rebirth, his comeback place. But I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. This is Raheem Sterling's very last chance. The World Cup clock is ticking. He uses Rotterdam as a rebirth. And he can make his comeback. He needs Robin van Persie for it. He needs luck. He needs mentality. And he needs to find joy again. Because at the end of the day, the reason why you started playing football, it's you, it's Raheem Sterling, it's I, all of us, is because you love playing football. That's why. So he needs to find joy again, but the World Cup clock is ticking. Oh, and by the way, if Sterling happens to make the World Cup, make his comeback for his country, for his nation, England, in June, please remember where his comeback started, at Feyenoord, Rotterdam. And please remember this video. This is Road to the World Cup.